Hey guys, Sean here. I hope you're doing well. So I have a Reddit user. This is a Reddit user, let's see, the Herbal Alchemist. Interesting name. The Herbal Alchemist says, what is your definition of what you consider to be residue? All right, that's the title. And then she writes, hi all, Lurker here. Actually, it's the Herbal Alchemist, but I know Lurker, I think that's a... No, never mind. Let's move on. I was speaking with my husband about Mandela effect, and we got into a light argument regarding Mandela effect residue and what constitutes as such. He told me there was an understanding that residue refers to anything that you can find that portrays said effect the way it used to be. To me personally, I don't consider it residue unless it's a literal picture or example left over with the old way. For example, I don't consider cartoons to be examples of residue because while it may demonstrate the old way, it's not the literal old way. It's a cartoon. I just take it really literally. I also have Asperger's, and that's a trait of mine. It just is the way I process things. So many arguments have happened over this sort of thing, and to me it's not grounds for an argument. Even if we have different opinions about things, I'd rather just talk it out and grow from our differing perspectives. It's not like I'm closing my mind off to new ideas or changing my opinion or anything like that. He claims that for basically all Mandela effect terms and phrases, there is 99% agreement over the literal and specific meanings. On my end, I feel like I've seen a lot of different theories and perspectives on things, and I like it that way. None of us know the answer, so we all grow and adjust as we have open dialogue and conversation. He seems so angered by it, though. I'm not sure where I'm going wrong. Not trying to come off any sort of way. I'm just so eloquent. Haha, just confused. All right. Residue. You're not gonna find old stuff from the old timeline, like that's literally physically tangibly in your hands or that you can visually see. That's not how it works. You can't have that. You can only have it by remembering what you saw in the past. You're not going to be able to physically get a hold of something from a different timeline. You are moving from one timeline to another. You're literally changing from one physical world to another. That's how human beings, that's how consciousness in this 3D, whatever physical realm we exist in, that's how consciousness perceives the illusion of time through jumping from one moment to another. So the clock has 12 o'clock noon exactly, and then there's 12 o'clock noon in 1 second. No. Sorry. I want to get back to the residue. We'll talk about time later. No pun intended. I'm sure it was at some level though, right? So, yes, residue. You're not going to get a hold of it because you're literally in a different timeline, a different physical world. You're not going to be able to have any kind of physical, tangible. There's no side view mirrors from when I grew up. Most of my physical existence in this lifetime, because almost all of us are reincarnated many times over. But in this physical lifetime, most of my life, the side view mirror on the passenger side of vehicles in the United States said objects in mirror may be closer than they appear. Most of my existence, that's what it was. This timeline I'm on right now, this beautiful Mandela effect is real, world peace is coming timeline, that I can't stop gushing about, and I've been on this like mind F for many years now in a really good way. I'm not going to get objects in mirror maybe closer than they appear physical holding in my hands. Somebody can create it. Somebody could make it, manufacture it. But I'm not going to get one of those side view mirrors that say maybe closer from my childhood, teenage years, young adulthood. No, that's in a different timeline. You're having these residual effects. You're having this. Hold on one second. You're having this residue based on what people remember. So it will be in the form of cartoons, paintings, drawings, the monocle, the Monopoly man with the monocle. You're not going to find a Monopoly board game in someone's basement that has the original monocle you remember. But you sure as heck can see people's artistic recreations of what they remember the Monopoly Man looking like. You can see kids dressing up for Halloween as the Monopoly Man with a monocle, because that's what they remember he had. You can see people creating avatars. You see people creating avatars on Nintendo Wii. And if they make themselves look like the Monopoly Man, they usually give themselves a monocle, because that's what they remember. So yeah. So you can't get physical evidence of other timelines. Unless you're really good. And if so, let me know how you do it.